Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahak, Rakwah, Kadash. Shalom to all the brothers on the highways and byways, pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom to all the brothers online, on the social media, trying to push this truth out to the brothers and sisters, trying to edify them of this truth. Shalom to all the saints that's patiently waiting for Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, to give that go-ahead to destroy this wicked kingdom. We in those last times, man. We're in those last days. Everyone sees what's going on out here, man. The men of Israel are vexed, and it's only going to get worse. This place. A lot of people say, people were saying when that first lockdown happened, I can't wait for it to go back to normal. I can't wait for stuff to get back to normal next year. But, that next year came and nothing was back to, normal, as they would like to call it. But, we have to put those days behind us now, man, because stuff ain't going back to how it was in 2019, 2018. It's a new time right now. And it's going to be a troublesome time for the men that are in the truth trying to, do the work and follow this faith. And a lot of our brothers and sisters are going to be in for a pleasant surprise, man. A real pleasant surprise, because they think they're getting away with certain things, but the Most High, like I say, man, Most High be watching everything, taking those notes, and everyone thinks they're safe. This place that we live in makes you feel safe, man. But you're gonna realize you're not gonna be so safe real soon. So I'm gonna go straight into the scripture and they get Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. So the destruction, a big destruction's coming, man. It's inevitable, It's inevitable. Everyone's gathering up their weapons, man. You see what's going on now in the news. Destruction's on its way, man. It says destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When distress and anguish, when anguish cometh upon you. Proverbs 1 and 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. All these people that think they're going to get away with in that last time, when they start seeing stuff, when they start seeing shit hit the fan, they're going to be looking for someone. They're going to be looking for, all our brothers that are on the street doing this work, the ones that have walked past and laughed, and gone back to their house, to go and smoke their weed, and go party all night, and have lust over all these women, and the women to carry on doing wickedness, what they're doing. All those people, when that time comes of destruction, they're going to try and call upon the Most High, Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, but there's going to be no answer, man. It's going to be crickets. They'll be hearing crickets, or they're going to be hearing screams, because that's the time we're coming into, man. That's when you're going to be seeking Him, when you feel that it's right to seek Him. But guess what? The Most High said, hearken to Him, man. And you can't hearken to Him when you feel like it. So I'm going to start from the top again. Proverbs 1 and 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So you're not going to find the Most High, man. You're not going to find Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai when you're ready. It's going to be too late. And that's what He's trying to show you here, man. It's going to be too late for you people that think you can just carry on doing your wickedness, and then when you realize you can't do that wickedness no more, when you realize it's got real peak out here, man. When you realize that all those clubs are shut, man, and you can't deal your drugs no more, you can't find that that spliff to smoke. You can't do them kind of things. That's when you're going to try and seek the Lord. But guess what? He ain't going to hear you. It's going to be silent for Him. He ain't going to hear that. So it's time now to hearken unto the Most High. Because if you want to try to do it on your own time is too late. Proverbs 1 and 29. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. So yeah, you hated knowledge at that time, man. You didn't want to know nothing. You know, you wanted to do what you wanted. You know, you didn't fear the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, we fear Yahweh Shem Shai, man. So we tread carefully in this place. We try to stay in the scriptures, you know, stay in the faith. While you people are out there, man, doing all types of wickedness, you know, the easy way. You know, for now it's the easy way. You're gonna realize, man, that you know you're gonna die hard. You know, so I'll say this now, man. It's best that you turn away from that wicked cycle you got going around in your head, man. Turn around now before it's too late, because there's gonna be a point in time where it's too late for you to repent. You know, and this is the times that we're in right now. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So this is Jacob's trouble. This is Israel's trouble. This is 12 tribe of Israel's trouble coming up right now. And it's only going to get more peak, man. This is nothing. You know, there's a lot of brothers out there suffering more than I am, man, in the truth. You know, so this is light work right now, man. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, is going to put his people to work, man. That's part of the test. So, you know, you need to try and stay diligently in this truth, man. So, you know, rehearsing and revising for this test, you know, because, you know, if you ain't got that strong faith, man, when that time comes where there's famine and you ain't going to be able to eat, you know, and you're expecting to be saved, or for the Most High to save you, and you haven't followed anything your Father has said. Why should he feed you, man? Why should he do anything for you? So that time's here now, man. And like I said, it's only the beginning of Jacob's trouble. You know, there's a lot more to come. And it's going to whittle out who's actually dealing with the Most High and not dealing with the Most High, because, you know, talk is cheap sometimes, man. You need to put, you know, those words into action. And that's what we try to do, man. We try to put those words into action, you know, because there's troublesome times coming up. You know, you see what's going on now. You know, that venom, man, that poison being pushed to everyone, you know, to weaken you. You know, they want to, you know, this place that is run by the wicked, they want to turn everyone into their little lab rat robots, man. You know, but you don't see it, man, because you're blinded, man. You're blinded by the comfort that they've given you, man. You feel comfortable, you know, with the little things that you got, man. But you need to realize that we was a chosen people. Yeah, we're not acting like we're chosen, man. We look like we're chosen for destruction right now. So we just need to come out of that mindset, you know. But it's not like the title, like it's titled. It's not meant to be an easy road, man. No one ever said it was going to be easy. But guess what, man? All you people that want to follow your oppressors, man, you want the easy way out, man. But you're going to realize in those last days, man, time's going to get hard for you. You know, even us brothers in the truth and try to, you know, stay in the truth. We're going to be tested, man. There's going to be trouble ahead. You know, you might not, you know, if you got children, you might not get to see your children. You know, you might have to see your children not eat as much as they was eating, man. It might not be that easy to get around, man. So we need to build up strength, build up that spiritual power, you know, that the Most High will give us if we stay in his you know, stay in his word, man, and stay doing the will of the Father, Yahweh Shem Shai, and then, you know, Yahweh Tazar, Lord willing, he's gonna, you know, give us what we need in that day, man, when everyone's running around those streets screaming, you know, running back to the, you know, they're not gonna find us, man. We're not gonna be on that street trying to wake people up. You know, they'll be running around like, where's those brothers gone? You know, you're gonna hear screams. Where's those brothers, man? They was there every weekend, man. They was there every Sabbath, man. Where they gone now? Yeah, man. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be, you know, the stop clocks run out, man. So yeah, the time is now, man. The Most High ain't gonna wait for you. You know, he's not going to think, oh, let me just wait for that guy down the road, man. He might come soon. No, man. When the time's done, the time's done. So yeah, man, we just need to stay in that spirit now, man, and get in that spirit, because if you're not in this spirit, you're in a different spirit. And they're the spirits that's going to hold you down. And in that day, you know, you're going to be, you know, very unhappy with the choices that you've made, you know. So yeah, this is John 15, verse 18. If the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. And that's the words of Mashiach Yahushai. And he's trying to say, man, you know, love not this world, man. The world, this place, these nations hate us, man, as a people. You know, they use us, abuse us, you know, drain us of all our energy, man. And they couldn't give a damn about you. You know, if you're useless to them, man, they don't want nothing to do with you. But if they can see some use in you, they're going to use you. They're going to use you for what they need to use you for, and then they're going to chuck you. Just like they hated Yahushai, you know, Mashiach Yahushai. Just how they hated him. They hated us, man. They hated him first, and they hate us the same way, man. If you're sticking in this truth, they ain't gonna like it, man. It's not gonna sound good to them, you know, because it's going against their agenda. But guess what? Us brothers we're against their agenda. We don't want no poison, you know. We don't want none of that kind of stuff that they're trying to bring our way. We just want to stay, you know, true to the Most High and try to live naturally and try and live, you know, try and live righteous. You know, we're not perfect, man, but we be rehearsing more than others do. You know, a lot of other people, they're doing some next stuff, man. They're doing some satanic stuff that you know, a lot of our brothers have come out of, you know, because they fear the Most High now, man. They fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai now. But you know, you stiff necks, you know, you're not fearing still, man. You're fearing how to, you know, fearing that, you know, someone's watching how much money you got. You know, you're worried about the next person when they ask you, oh, how much peas have you made today? That's what you're worried about. You know, how much stacks have you got? That's what you're worried about. You know, you're worried about, if you got the newest Nikes, man. We're not worried about none of that stuff, man. We'll ride it out, man. If we ain't got nothing, man, all we need, like I was saying, man, is a roof. You know, and if it, you know, that roof over your head will get taken, man. So you gotta hope short, or you gotta make sure, Salakia, that the Most High, you know, is gonna be dealing with you in those times, man. Because, you know, there might not be food. You know, those shelves could be emptied out. You know, and what are you gonna do then when them shelves are empty? You know, all the shop doors are closed. You know, Esau stacked up all his goods, man. You know, in their big, you know, those big places, and so we ain't got none of that kind of stuff. So guess what we gotta have? We gotta have that faith in the Most High, man, that He's gonna give us what we need in that day. You know, give our children what they need. You know, and by doing that, you know, if we're hoping for that kind of thing, you know, we gotta stay in His word and do what He says, man. If we're not doing what He says, man, He's just gonna leave you for dead, literally. Like it says, you're gonna call Him in that last time, man. Please feed me. You know, I'm starving, man. He ain't gonna hear it because you didn't hear Him. So He's teaching you, you know, a lesson. You know, if you don't listen to me, why the hell should I listen to you? You know. So we need to start, you know, bearing in mind that we was put here for a reason, and that reason wasn't for a big house, you know, a big car. You know, that's not our reason. You know, we was meant to be teaching our youths the right thing, man, and the right thing is the scriptures. You know, what else can you be teaching your youths that's righteous out here, man? You see the whole heap of crazy, you know, misleading, you know, and you know, stuff they got out here. You know, you can be trans this, trans that. You know, and if you speak against it, you're the one who's going off, man, according to this place. You're the one that's, you know, singled out to be the wicked person, man. And that's how you know this kingdom's wicked. Because as soon as you want to open your mouth and speak some truth, man, they shut you down straight away. So I don't know how our people enjoy this place to live in, man. To me, it's a disgusting place to live in. I don't want to get up in the morning and you know, go to that plantation and slave away for these people, to build up their kingdom. But guess what? We got to do certain things out here. It's uncomfortable, but it's gonna get more uncomfortable. Like I was saying, man, the food might run out. You might not be able to see certain family members that you saw before, and that's all. And that's all to do with trying to build up your faith and just put in your Halbash and your Hawashai first. And then when that day does come, you're not going to be so so surprised that this stuff's happening to you, man. Because this stuff's going to happen. This is Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 8. For by grace are ye saved through the faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High power. So when it comes to that day, man, don't think you're going to be able to save yourself. You got to have that faith to be saved, man. Like the Most High just said, you can't save yourself, man. I hear a lot of people say, walk past, say, I'm saved, man. Who told you that? You're going off your own understanding. Man, you're going off your own understanding on that, man. The Most High said through faith, not yourselves. And it's a gift that he's going to give to us, man. And we hope that we get that gift in that day, that he's going to watch over us and make sure no harm's done to us. And, if harm is done to us, and it comes to that time, man, maybe we're going to be the first in those, we're going to be one of those angels in that chariots that come down to help destroy that place, man. As long as we keep, we keep that faith strong, man, and we do his works. Mm-hmm. This is Romans 14 and 8. For whether we live we live unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and whether we die unto the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Whether we live thereof or we die, we are the Lord's. So it's all going to be the will of the Most High. Whether you think, a lot of people say, they're not gonna do this. We're not gonna take this poison. Like, no, I'll never take this poison. But like I was saying before, like if the Most High puts that spirit on you, or doesn't put that spirit on you, you ain't going, you ain't gonna be able to make a choice, whether you take that poison or don't take that poison. You ain't gonna have a choice, man. That choice is down to the Most High. He's the one that's guiding our steps, man. So if he wants to guide you for destruction, he can, man. It's the Most High. You ain't gonna have that say, man. You think you got that final say, you haven't got that say. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 44. Therefore, buy ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. So, you think everything's going to be good. You're good, chilling in the yard, smoking your little spliff, banging out your tunes. And then, that time that, most times it's going to come. Yeah. Or, for the people that are trying to follow this truth diligently, we might think that, like, where's this, where's Yahweh Shem Yahushai at? You see the fire coming, but in that last hour, man, that last minute, he's gonna arrive, man, and destroy who needs to be destroyed, and he's gonna save who needs to be saved in that time. As long as we're following, what we're meant to be following. But a lot of brothers are lovers of themselves, they want to follow their oppressors still. So they're the ones that are gonna, be starving in that day, man. Two-thirds of our people are gonna starve. When the famine comes, 2/3 of our people is gonna be looking for that 1/3, man. But like I said, we ain't gonna be found. How we're in that hopeful elect, because we're trying to push that work out. You ain't gonna find the men of the Lord in that time. They ain't gonna be nowhere to be seen. But Yahushua is gonna see them, man. He's gonna grab them up. you know, and keep them away from that fire, man, or pass them, you know, let them pass through the fire. And also in that day, there's going to be riots. You know, when stuff gets worse, there's going to be riots. You know, there's going to be a lot of deaths, man. You're going to see bloodshed. You're going to be stepping over dead bodies in the street. You know, stuff you never seen before. You know, that stuff you see in movies, and you think, oh, this can't be real. You know, this is a good movie. Well, guess what? That movie's coming, you know, to a place near you. You know, you're gonna see those dead bodies on the floor. You know, you're gonna see people getting killed in front of you, man, in all types of wicked ways. You know, and you have to, you know, the brothers in the truth, especially, we have to prepare ourselves for stuff like this, man, because you know we haven't seen the certain things that are coming for us, man, and that's that ride that we have to go through, man. It's not gonna be a smooth ride for us. You know, it's gonna get bumpy along the way, but it's all about keeping on rehearsing. So in that time when it comes, you know, because we can't imagine how it's going to be for us, man. We're just hoping the Most High puts out, you know, because we're merciful, man. We are that you know, we're the people that, you know, have that. We have mercy for people, even when people do us wrong, and that we're always the ones that, you know, we kind of take it, you know, and we roll with the punches, man, as you like to say. You know, we get back up when we get hit. But the Most High in that day is gonna put a spirit on us, man, where we ain't really caring no more, man, about our oppressors and that. We're not really dealing with that. It's gonna be zero tolerance, and that's the spirit that we ask for in that day. You know, because if you're too soft, man, you know, you're not gonna last. This is Deuteronomy 28:7. The Lord shall cause thine enemies to rise up against thee, to be smitten before thy face. So yeah, you're gonna see, you know, Lord willing, you know, we're in that number, and we're gonna see, you know, that you're gonna see people dying, man. People that you knew, you know, people that you lived with on your road or whatnot. Yeah, you're gonna see, you know, the people that didn't want to follow the Most High. You're gonna see them, man, getting, you know, getting killed in front of you. You know, you're going to see all types of madness, man. And we got to have that spirit on us to be able to deal with that kind of thing, man, because the Most High is trying to choose and elect, man. So we got to hope he puts that spirit on us that, you know, we only fear the Lord and nothing else. That's kind of what I wanted to get on that. And I think I wanted to get one more thing, Salakia, which we need to keep on doing and to keep in the spirit. Yeah, this is Luke. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 35. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. So we need to keep that light of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai in us, man. And we need to gird up our loins, man. And by gird up our loins, it means, you know, prepare ourselves for something difficult that's coming ahead. You know, something challenging. You know, it's going to be a challenge for us, man. No one ever said it was going to be easy, so we need to gird up our loins and keep that light shining. You know, if that light goes out and we go back into that darkness, man, we're as good as dead. So we need to keep that little light shining, man. You know, keep that spark going, man. And that's what Yahweh Shai wants to see, that light. You know, like they say, man, you want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. That tunnel can be real dark. You know, you might not be able to see. You know, might get blinded through the tunnel, man. But, you know, you see a little, at the end of that tunnel, you see a little light, man. And you got to go towards that light. You know, walk that narrow path towards that light. And that's what we're trying to do, man. We're not perfect, man, but we try. You know, so this is just about, you know, the times to come. It's going to be challenging times for us, Israel. And if you want to hearken to the Most High, you know, it could be made a bit easier, man, but we're still going to have to go through that trouble, man, Jacob's trouble. We still have to go through it, man. So, you know, the only way we can prepare ourselves, man, is staying diligent in this word, you know, rehearsing the righteous acts, you know, keeping our head in the scriptures, and not getting thrown off by the deceiver, man. I think that's the only way we're going to get through this place. And that's kind of what I wanted to bring out, man. Yeah, bumpy roads ahead. You know, it may feel sweet right now, but that bitter's creeping up for us, man. You know, we've had the sweet bit, you know, understanding you're Israelite. Yeah, that's sweet. Knowing you got an enemy, man. Knowing that you got a kingdom waiting, that sounds sweet. But guess what, man? Before we get to that kingdom, man, you're gonna have to go through that bitter. And the bitter don't taste nice, man. But like the scripture says, you gotta eat that whole roll. You know, we gotta want that spirit to come upon us, man, when we're not fearing certain things. So yeah, I hope that was kind of edifying. It's kind of off the cuff. I had to try and wrap some up real quickly. So on that note, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahak, Wakwa, Kadash, Shalom Israel.